Hello everyone, I'm Bethlehem Atfield. Welcome to the podcast Journey to Ethiopia with Story. Hama Tuma is known as one of Ethiopia's greatest satirists. His books have been translated into English, Italian, French, and Hebrew. In this program, I'll read my translation of his poem, ፍቀዱልኝና. I'll also read an excerpt from his short story, The Homeless Prime Minister. Allow me to dream while still awake. Don't chastise me if I piss into the wind. Do not despair if I mock the Almighty. Do not resent me if I like poverty. If I evade sadness with eternal hope, relax, let me stroke the moon. If I soften my heart, do not frown. Let me say my piece with confidence. Let me critique rulers and oppose the state. Humor me if I feel I can hold the clouds. If I break a promise, never distress. If grudge spins my head, do not begrudge me. If I'm driven by obstinacy, do not judge me. Allow me to wish, to live my dream. After all, I'm a modern Abesha man. The Homeless Prime Minister. Sometimes Ethiopians like to boast, the first in everything, the cradle of humankind, the first barefoot runner to win the marathon, Ababa Bakila, the first to claim an annual economic growth of 12% and ask for food aid for 12 million people or more, the first country since 1970s to claim a 99.9 win for the ruling party in general election. And now, to top it all, we have come to stun the world by having the first homeless prime minister in history. Not that the new powerless prime minister was evicted from his home or became homeless for reasons that other Ethiopians are homeless. Oh no, he is homeless because the wife of the dead prime minister has refused to evacuate the prime minister's residence. She is no ordinary woman, this queen of corruption called Azeb. She usurped the title of the First Lady, and then she dipped her hands into the national wealth of Ethiopia. She also lied better, more than her late husband, whom one American ambassador admiringly said he lied professionally. She refused to evacuate, and the puppet prime minister fronting for the Tigran rulers has stated that she can't stay, which has made him homeless of the first kind, a prime minister without a home. Azeb has made it clear that she will leave the prime minister's palace if she can go instead to the palace of the president, or if a big palace is built for her in Addis Ababa. To make it believable, she visited a property near the Skyward University, but her claim of security worries means she would stay put for quite some time. The new homeless prime minister will not object for sure. The whole incident has made Ethiopia achieve another first. Claiming economic progress and boom while reeling under a big famine was getting boring anyway. Sadly, some of the opposition tried to ridicule itself and achieve a pathetic first on its own, but no one noticed. South African Zuma shot minors and tried to interest us on who among his 4 wives should get state subsidiary, but no one listened. The president of Benin claimed 3 of his close fellows were trying to poison him, but his could not be a first at all. Drunken soldiers trying a coup are not original either. Kibaki shouting he is not a polygamist was a failure. It has been done before and it wasn't a true statement. In fact, we're forced to remember Jomo Kenyatta's publicly forcing his wife to deny his alleged impotence. Those were not Viagra days, the blue pill that sent Nigeria's Abacha on his final journey during an orgy with prostitutes. Lucky Britain is still keeping part of his $5 billion theft. The Swaziland king tried his part by marrying maidens every other year. No one was really very much impressed. Museveni of Uganda's bombing his enemy, Joseph Kony, has alas more allure as a real bad person. Kagame arming the M23 rebels of the Congo was a so what else is new event. So-called Al-Qaeda rebels and Islamists in northern Mali destroying shrines are a joke. The Taliban and the Al-Shabaab has done more destruction on historical heritage and their nations. All this is what makes Ethiopian experience so original. Having a homeless prime minister is creative and admirable, a real first. But we are obliged to say, despite the competition, for the rivals were many. Take the defeated Senegalese president, who wanted to anoint his son like in Korea and Syria, declaring, "I am the only president in a perpetual state of grace. It is a special phenomenon linked to my personality. Probably I'm a man of action rather than just talk." The man of action was defeated and ousted. Chad's Idris Deby, who has 13 children and many wives, got married to a 21-year-old daughter of a Sudanese Janjaweed chief and paid a $27 million dowry and tried to be first. But those who heard this laughed at him. Huge dowries are not a first at all. All this is what makes the Ethiopian event very original and a striking first. Making a prime minister homeless has not been tried elsewhere at all. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to listen to more stories as soon as they are released, please subscribe to this channel. Until the next story, goodbye.